launch your income. Thank you so much. Come on in. We're going to talk about all things going live. I appreciate you all being here. We're going to get started in just a second. Let me know if you have any questions as you are coming in to engage in the live. I appreciate you all joining, and we're going to talk about all things going live. Thank you so much, friends. So, feel free to come on in. We're going to get to talking, and I am actually going to go live in just a second. So I try to make sure my moderators are able to come in as I get going, and making sure that I gotta figure out my angles on this screen. So thank you all coming in. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions. This is my Go Live with Ease conversation and confidence. So I want you all to feel confident that you can do this. There's no reason why you can't click that Go Live button and be successful. So we're going to talk about all things going live. So come on in, friends. We're going to get to chatting. I'm going to talk over here as well. So let me get started. Hello, friends. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Come on in, my friends. I am just starting. This is my 4 o'clock Go Live with Ease. And so I want to make sure you guys are going live with ease and confidence. And so what I talk about today, we are going to have our sub only live. So make sure you are coming in today and join me. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Yes, Michelle Crochets. And so make sure you're coming in, liking the live, sharing out the live. I actually went live pretty quickly on TikTok as well. So I'm already on the screen. I appreciate you all joining. But what I'm doing is coming on early so I can make sure I stay long enough because I have my sub only live. So I'm going to stay until about 6. Hello, Lisa. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. I love the fellow Lisas. Appreciate your friend. My fellow Lisa. I'm gonna give you some homework, friend. I appreciate you being. How you doing, Trisha? I'm gonna give you some homework. Hey, Rhonda, how's everything going? You said I'll be lurking as I work. Thank you so much, Michelle. I see you, friend. So you got homework, Lisa, because I appreciate you coming in and saying hello to me. Hello, Kisby. How you doing, friend? However, I need you to put words in your bio. So that's your homework. So we want to make sure words are there so TikTok knows who you are and what you're all about, and make sure that your profile is optimized. So I talk about that quite a bit. How you doing, Sunshine? Thank you so much. How are you doing, friend? Thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you so much for being here. How you doing, Luke? I appreciate you being here as well. So when it comes to optimizing your profile, you got to make sure words are there because TikTok uses those words to categorize what your page is all about. So maybe it's maybe it's travel, maybe it's humor, maybe it's lifestyle, maybe it is wealth or money management or anything like that. Those categories they use. And then as you have people who are following you and engaging in your page, they in turn will engage in your content because your content is aligned to what they're interested in. And then TikTok will push that out to other people. So again, those words help to figure out what your page is about so that it can get disseminated to other people who are looking for that type of content. And so that's how people go viral. So, all of us are searching to go viral. You go viral because you're intentional about how your page is optimized, how it is branded to who you are and what you're about, and that brand resonates with your audience. And then your audience, your followers, engage with that content, and in turn, it gets pushed out to other people who are interested in that. Alicia, thank you so much for joining. And then when you come into a live, people like me and people like other followers, they'll look at your profile and they'll click your profile and see what's in your bio. And that helps them also know who you are and what you're about. So definitely make sure you are having words there. So you guys just got that little bit of information just that start. So I appreciate you coming in. I wanted to make sure how loud that was, and it is pretty loud. Thank you all. Appreciate you coming in. Hello. How you doing, Alicia? How is everything going, friend? How is your live journey? Sherry B, Doris, how are you, my friends? How you doing, Sharice? Thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming in. Nika, how are you, friend? Uh-oh. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, how you doing? Yada yo. Thank you so much, friend. And I appreciate you all coming in. Do you have a post to go live every day to go viral? Say that again. Do you have to post? Do you have to post and go live every day to go viral? No. No, you don't. There are people who go viral without posting every day and going live every day. Um, as a matter of fact, I've gone baby viral, but not super viral. I've never gone super viral. A baby viral to me is over 10,000, views and obviously comments and engagement on a post. But I have not gone. I'm still searching for that. I'm still trying to reach that level. I haven't done that yet. How does a mod pin comments? How do a mod pin comments? Somebody has to be made the moderator, and then they take the words that you pin, and then that you type, and then they click a screen. They click the words, and a screen pops up, and you pin the comment. So that's how you do it, Reggie. Let me know if that's what you were asking. I don't have moderators in here. Raising three and growing me. How you doing, beautifully? Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you, beautifully, Miss V. How's everybody doing? Just got 23K on videos I did last. Look at you, 2 videos. So yeah, that's viral. Yeah, that's viral. I think right now I have a video that's done 15K. That's the highest I've seen. But yeah, I have not have not gotten to the 20s yet. And I've known some people who have gotten, well up into the tens of thousands. My daughter had a video that went millions. So she's done viral a couple times, millions and a couple 100,000. So yeah. Yeah. We need to tell her, she need to tell her mama how does she do that. Will the company ever ask for a check to pay for the equipment? Sabrina, Sabrina, I might have missed the question. Hold on one second. Sabrina, what question is that relating to? Will the company ever ask for a check to pay for the equipment? Sabrina, what check and what company? What was her subject? What was my daughter's subject? You know what, my daughter, so this was her page, and she still does post on it. But this was her page when she was doing middle school and COVID. So she's a sophomore in college now. Well, she just finished her sophomore year. She's about to be a junior. So this was COVID period. So first of all, it's COVID period. Second of all, she was doing trends. So middle school stuff. It was like some trends that was happening. So she had a couple of trending videos that she did well on. So, and so again, trends. So I think that's the main thing. Duly noticed, so I need to do more trends on. I did. You said that's cool. Yeah, I did a couple trending sounds, but when I was trying to follow a trend recently with one of my videos. But for the most part, I'm as you could tell, I stick to this. I stay in my lane. I need to get out of my lane a little bit and try to be a little bit more creative with my content. I'm trying to be honest with you. I am making a conscious. Uh, I'm making a conscious effort. It's probably not a concerted effort. So I need to probably do a little bit more, but we'll see what happens as time goes on. I try to make sure I'm being here focused on the live stream, so I probably need to do a little bit better with my content. I got let us deck you out message my first few days on the talk. Those were scams, right? Um, I don't know what that message is, but I would like to think so. I never heard of that. What is, you sure it wasn't like a TikTok? Sometimes they have like campaigns and stuff that they do. Could have been that, but I don't think so. I don't know what that was relating to. What are diamonds on TikTok? Okay. Like when someone sends a rose, do we get 1 cent? Um, is it Reggie? Let me answer your question, friend, because I think you're asking some great questions about from a live host perspective. So I do talk about that, and that goes back to me explaining the scale live rewards. So let me explain that for you. I just switched my niche and doing well. Oh, what is your niche now? Let me know what your niche is. What's your niche? What's your niche? Let me know what you. Well, Alicia, what's going on? Hi from Russia. How are you, friend? Welcome. Greetings from Dr. Lisa. How are you, Sister Red? How are you, friend? You was over in the other live. I appreciate you coming over. Thank you so much. And so I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Michelle. I see you, friend. Um, yes, like companies offering you free stuff. I have too many niches. Oh yeah, you got to niche down a little bit. You got to niche down. Alicia, I'm curious about your niche too. What did you say you did? So my friend Aunt Peace, how you doing, Aunt Peace? Aunt Peace, to answer your question. So yeah, those type of, are you saying they were messaging you in your content? I'm assuming that was like a message on your content. That type of stuff I do ignore. Sometimes I even delete it because you can hold the message down and delete it. So sometimes I delete it if it's in my content. If it came through like a request or a follow request or one of those system notifications, like somebody DM me on the app, I usually keep them on red. I don't even respond to them. So any of those type of solicitation messages or people in my comments on my page, on my actual page, I try to ignore them. Yeah, I try to. So yeah, that's, oh, I didn't know I could delete those comments. Yeah, you could delete them. You can, I think you have to hold the message down and a screen pops up and it says delete the message, delete the comment. Yep. Oh, okay, that's what I did. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I typically ignore them. I'll get the people who try to solicit in the comments jewelry and all this other stuff, and like, oh, do I want to be a brand person for their jewelry and stuff? I'm like, no. I look at the jewelry. I'm like, no, I don't. And it doesn't seem legitimate. I think that's the other part of it too. It's like, okay, I think they need to rethink their approach because I'm sure they get a lot of people who just flat out ignore them. They may get one or two people to respond, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Their approach just seems very scammy like, so I don't respond to it. I just want to ask somebody like, you just want to ask somebody. Yes, exactly. Yes. So my friend, who asked the question, Reggie. So you asked the question about diamonds. Let me get to that. Let me explain what that means. And as you guys are coming in, I always talk about engagement. So when you come into someone's live, this is important that you always understand your purpose. And I was just in my friend Portia. She's the job coach helping people find jobs. I'm probably not saying her nickname correctly, but she's the person that helps people find jobs. And so I was in her live because she has a lot of engagement in her live, and her live is just helping people understand the job market, especially when you have jobs that are looking for people with skills and some knowledge in terms of well, not a lot of skill set that you need, but you definitely have what is it, the workforce hire, is that what it stands for? WF, I think that's what it is. WA. I wonder what the workforce hire. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Jobs, workforce coach. So work from home. Oh, I didn't realize that. I wasn't making that connection. I should have thought about that. Work from home coach. Oh, I should have realized that. I don't know why that didn't register for me when I said that. Entry and mid level. Thank you. So look at you. You've been going to her live quite a bit, friend. Alicia, yes, your comments are being filtered. I have not seen a comment from you. Nope. It definitely got filtered, friend. Yeah, I switched my niche and doing well. So yeah, I haven't seen a comment. Today my first day. Yes, it is. Well, you came into the right room then, to Portia's room and then over here. So I so appreciate you all. I knew engaging on this your new engaging on this platform. Yeah. So TikTok is I say all the time I co-stream. I say all the time I co-stream where I'm doing YouTube and TikTok. So I'm on both apps here. So I'm doing both. My room is rooming. So I had to, and I'm going to say this out loud to you all. I had to actually, TikTok doesn't want me to share. No, they want you to share. TikTok is like, no, nope, you can't. I don't know what's going on. Do one word. What's the niche? Just say the one word. Do you have people requesting to come into your live? Yes, I do. Rhonda, are you talking about the people who will pop up on your screen and request to come in, and I'll always decline them, so that you know I always do decline them. Contrary, I just fake shy eyeglasses. Yes, yes, yeah. Well, yeah. I have a lot of people who are shy trying to come in. Nika, thank you so much coming into my live. TikTok, yes, updates. TikTok updates. Oh, you were talking about the different updates that happen for the community guidelines. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Yeah. So yes, those updates. So you were really updating about the content, the community guidelines. Is that what you're saying? Just say yes if that's what you're talking about. And helping people with that. And so when you switch, now you're talking very much about TikTok. Is that what's happening? Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's helpful. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are looking for that type of content. Are you posting about it also? Let me know. I'll, you know what? I'll go to your page after this. I'll take a look at it because I'm curious because all that is important to do. I'm going to do the flash code. TikTok gave us that, so we want to make sure we do that. TikTok has been filtering me as well. I've been struggling because people say that I'm actually not coming through fully. So I'm having some of those issues where my videos are getting, what do you call it? Glitching. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm glitching a lot. So it's happened quite a bit. A new update on the comment section, to the comment section. Yes, yeah, there's been a couple new updates. There's been the ones where you can put a picture now. Yes. Okay, that's what you did. Yeah, that was a good one. And you did it at a great time because it just came out. Have to drive for a bit, but I'm listening. Thank you so much, Nika. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Rhonda, let me answer your question fully. So people will pop up all the time. You can press, before you hit decline, you can press that you don't want those interruptions. I think it says 10 minutes. So what happens is that if you are looking for somebody, like if I wanted to have a host, someone to come in a host, I can invite my friends to do it. But then I can also look at suggested creators. Like if I click the co-host button, you must have just unlocked that feature. Let me say that. So I know you are new to going live. So you just unlocked that feature where you can have a co-host and maybe multi-guests. So by having co-hosts, you actually can search people who are your friends. If you click the button while you're live, or you can get some suggested people. People click that and they click for suggested people and they'll invite them and they'll pop up in their room. When you do that, people are typically looking to battle, or if you're not paying attention to your screen and maybe I'm looking away, I'm looking down and stuff, next thing I know that thing pops up and I didn't pay attention to it for like 15 seconds, people will end up in your room. And so you got to click their box to disconnect them. So you guys, I was in a room earlier right before this live, Portia's room, and I said, oh, you got to disconnect me. So she had to click my box and disconnect me out of the live. So that's how that works. Shadow banned was the word I was looking for. Yes, I think I am shadow banned because I keep glitching. It don't make sense because I'm not glitching on the YT. So he said, I'm going to get some coins. Look at your friend. What update to the comments? Okay, so there's a couple updates on the comment section. And so this is what Alicia was talking about. There's a couple features that have been added. So you can see where when you want to comment on someone's post, there's now the ability for you to add a photo. So you can upload a photo to your comment section. You also can press down if you want to press down on the comment button before in a video, like say you're watching my video and you press and hold down the comment section, it gives you different emojis that you can send out to people. You can also share. If you press down the share button too, it gives you a few of your top, I think your top 4 to 5 people that you can share it with. Yes, also the algorithm has changed. Yes. Alicia, I want to pull you up just to make sure we're consistent with the messaging. If you don't mind, let me know if you're available to chat about that. I know the algorithm is changing quite a bit just because of those new community guidelines, but I just want to make sure we share the right information. So let me know if you want to come up. Okay, you did. Okay, thank you for explaining. You're so welcome, friend. Hello, all my friends come in the room. I'm going to let Alicia up. Hello, friend. How are you?
Hello, everyone. Yes, so the one of the
This over
new
here.
updates
Sorry.
is not. Can you hear me clearly?
I can. Let me turn you up a little bit though.
Okay. So one of the new updates is in the comment section. TikTok is focusing on the comment section now. So TikTok wants you. So when we do a video, TikTok wants us to communicate with people who are commenting. So their focus is on the comment section right now. So if you put a video out and people are commenting on your video, TikTok wants you to respond. So, and the more you respond and the more engagement is happening in the comment section, that's how they're pushing out your video. And this actually came out from TikTok. So I have a video up and I even put the clip of what TikTok said about the comment section, that they're focusing now on the comment section. So when you put a video out, pay close attention to the comments and make sure you're responding.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Was that in the Creator Academy One of those videos?
So
I felt
yeah,
like I read it. I
it's
saw it somewhere.
yes, I read it. So I was searching because I realized that all my videos about the all the updates have been going crazy, like 23, 24K. So I've been focusing a lot on that. So I've been doing a lot of research. So in my reading, I found that the TikTok actually said it. The algorithm has changed. We're focusing on comment section.
Yep. Yep.
So, that's for everyone. If you're posting content, make sure that you are responding to and really engaging with the people who are responding to you.
Yes. So Sister Red, so to your question and point, what we're talking about comments here, yes, this matters because this is the live session,
Mhm.
but it also was what Alicia's talking about is in the content. So your
Correct.
engagement matters in the content. Let me know this, Alicia. Somebody asked this yesterday, and I said I
Uh-huh.
have not come across any language yet, and I know you've done
Okay.
some research that speaks to point system for content. I know the point system obviously is in here and is black and white for live stream, but
Right.
have you come across black and white writings about point
Yes,
systems?
yes, yes, I did. And you
Okay,
know what? I screenshot it and I have it in my gallery. So I
okay,
have to go look in my gallery. But yes, I did. I did. I was going to make another video on
okay.
that too. But there is a point system, and I took a screenshot, so I don't have it off the top of my head. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. Well, let me ask
Yeah.
this. So let me ask, where did you see it at? Because well, I know you said off the top of your head, but did you
So,
search in the
so
search
this,
bar? Because
so
that
I did. So this one I found on YouTube. I went on YouTube and
interesting.
started doing research, and I found a person. Again, I'll have to send DM you and send you the name.
Okay,
But he specializes in helping people to go viral, and he is viral on TikTok.
okay,
And he went through the point system and he screenshot something. So I don't know where he got it from,
gotcha.
but it is talking about the point system in the comment section and so forth. Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I had searched it once before and it shows up because, TikTok is AI. So it
Correct.
shows up as this comprehensive summary that is,
Uh-huh.
it seems as if it is summarizing people's content. So I was like, well, is that legitimate? Because maybe the AI is just doing a summary of what posts
Got
are
you.
out there in content. So I was wondering if it was in the Creator Academy or any of the community guidelines. But no, I'm curious about your person because if that is somebody, I would love to see
Yeah,
what they're talking about.
that is somebody that I'm recently trying to follow because he has some really good information.
Okay.
So let me see if I'm going to see if I find it here because I know there is a point system and I screenshot it. I may
Okay.
have to DM you with that
Okay,
information.
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, yeah.
You said with my agency, no, you're talking about Gravitas Q? No. That's a question I've asked. And so it's interesting. It's I like I said, there's discrepancy about if it exists, if it doesn't.
Okay,
I
here we
would
go. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I found it. I'm so sorry.
did
I
you?
found it.
Okay.
Okay, follow after watching the video. 8 points. Okay, so this is talking about your content now.
Okay.
Like 1 point, comment 2 point, rewatch 4 points, share 6 points, follow after watching 8 points.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you for that because I'm going to do my video on that tonight.
All right. All right. There you go. There you go, friend. There you go. I love
All right.
that. So that's awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at
All
your
right.
content, friend. I love it.
All
All
right.
right. Take
Okay.
care.
Take care.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Thanks.
Okay. There you guys have it. So you guys have some more information. So yeah, commenting on content. What she was explaining is definitely something that TikTok is paying attention to. Your comments matter as a viewer of that content, but also as the person posting. You want to respond. You want to respond. Love her energy. Yes, she's awesome. She's awesome. Her room is very lively too. I love it. So you want to respond to people's comments. So just kind of pay attention to what you're doing in terms of making sure you prioritize some type of comment back and engaging with your engagers in your comments. So that's essentially what she's sharing. And so the more you do that, the more you'll see your posts see more interaction and engagement from people, more people commenting on your post. So she's saying that, okay, this has been a good thing for her. There's a couple of different strategies. So Alicia, she's been really paying attention to the content lately, in a sense that leveraging creator search insights, obviously leveraging the new data that's come out from new community guidelines that have come out, just making sure you're following some of those updates that are happening, because those updates, TikTok wants you to use those new things that are out there, those new features. So you want to continue to do that. And so those are the things that I'm trying to make sure I pay attention to. I just need to do better at it, to be honest with you all. Dr. Peg, I appreciate your friend. I saw your comment. So you said that fixed your live, you were using that green screen, friend. No, the green screen is a no-no. I appreciate you being here. So you said your advice fixed my live access. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I see you. I so appreciate that feedback. Yeah, so you want to make sure don't use a green screen, y'all. I'm gonna say that. How you doing, Portia? So good that you came by, friend. Make sure you do not use a green screen. Okay, don't use it. That is just not something you want to do. Yeah, my agency, Gravitas Q, Lord, they need to get their stuff together. No, to answer your question, just flat out no. Those are not things that they're sharing. Those are not that's not the type of generalized information that's being communicated. They're not. And so Alicia, she was with Gravitas. Alicia, did you officially leave? Let me know if you officially left. But again, they were pushing the battle, so I'm not sure if she officially left, but with that, it really was not something that they share that type of insight to help you become more successful in your content creation, your live streams, just nothing beyond their initial training and then using the Discord to coordinate battles. That was to me what I saw. Oh yeah, I saw that in the video. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey guys, love her energy. Yes. There's great information from her. Great information. You're welcome. You're welcome, friends. She is awesome. Sorry I missed everything. Just got here at the end. It's okay. Good, very good information. Yeah. So you guys want to be intentional about making sure you are responding to people in your comments for your video content, your video post. You said you think it was also what was on the green screen. Gotcha. It was the combination. Gotcha. So it was a green screen and what was being shared on the green screen. That's fair. Yeah. You want to make sure you do that. Thank you all. I told you I can't use the green screen anymore. Yes, they said they were supposed to pay. They were supposed to be paying for it. Interesting. So Mariexa was basically saying that the green screen says that they may be making it a paid feature. So that's why they're putting violations out there for people. It was the smaller screen, not the whole background. Gotcha. So it wasn't the one that was in the front with the hand. I'm assuming that's not what you're talking about. What I miss? Oh, I just had a guest up. Portia, I just had Alicia up, and she was sharing information about the comments. So she was sharing information about the comments. Alicia, did you get filtered again? I see where you're laughing. I wonder if you got filtered again. TikTok is playing games today. So I wonder, let me know. She discussed points. Yeah, there's a point system. So there's two things. She discussed about the comments and she discussed the point system for your content. Because I asked the question about, is there a point system for, similar to your live stream, there's a point system associated with how your live is, how you as a viewer are getting points. There's a point system from what she's researched. Oh, you said divorce. You divorced Gravitas? You also divorced them? I see. Okay, gotcha. You divorced them. Are y'all doing y'all settlement agreement right now? Because I got 5 more days with them. My last day is on Saturday. But yeah, so she was sharing that there's a point system inside the content as well. So when you're thinking about commenting, liking, posting, resharing, saving, there's points associated with that. So she's going to do a video. So definitely connect with her and follow her. And this is Alicia. Let me ping your comment, friend. I'm going to ping your divorce comment. That's the first one I saw. So we're teasing. This is kind of the inside joke when I said Gravitas, I'm divorcing them. And so that's what she said. Because I ended up quitting. I submitted my paperwork to no longer be with them. And so she must have as well. And it really just in really quickly, it's because that they no longer served me in a way that I needed support and wanting them as an agency. So I just didn't see there was added value. So I made a decision to separate myself from them. So I end up submitting, you can go to the Creator Network program and submit the request to quit the agency that you're assigned to. So that's what I did. And you have to do it, you get a 30-day notice. You give them a 30-day notice. I'm in the 30 days. The last day is on Saturday. And essentially, you have to wait 2 months after that. If you see another agency you want to go with, you have to wait 2 months before you can go to another agency. And so, yes, that's what that comment was relating to. You said my agency isn't helping me either. I'm assuming, yeah, that's TDKS. I'm not sure what agency that is, but let me write that down because I've been keeping a running list. As y'all say, agencies, I'm like trying to make sure I keep up with some of these names you guys are sharing so that I can be intentional about what I do if I decide to go with another agency. I want to do some research. I tell you all the time, do your research. Who gets the points, the viewer or poster? The viewer. These are viewer engagement points. Yep. Do you get paid for videos? Do I get paid for videos? My videos are monetized. People can send gifts. People can send video gifts. DKS. For my views. She's still in the room so I can follow. Yes, Alicia was in the room. I hope you got her. Let me know if you didn't. And the point system, what happens in the comment? What happens with the comments? Well, really quickly, Alicia was just sharing that the comments, as a content creator, you want to go back and comment on those people who left comments for you. So she was saying that that is pushing your video out more. So as you're going back and responding to those comments, you're getting more views. So TikTok is pushing your video out even more. So your comments, and I recognize this was happening. You'll see where your views and your likes, those comments and those likes for those posts are increasing after you go back and comment. So you want to make sure you're commenting as much as possible. What are these agencies? Let me see. I'm gonna answer your question 1 second, Sister Red. So you said, what are these agencies? I noticed the biggest growth going live. Yes. Yeah. My biggest growth in terms of my follower count and my engagement on my videos have been for my live streams. So it has supported that as well. Now, what Alicia was sharing is that, she's now been able to, you know, change her niche. So she's given TikTok updates, and those updates are helping with her engagement as well and her views from her videos. So she's seeing, more viral level engagement, whereas 23,000 plus type engagement on her videos, or views, that is, views and engagement. So my video's not monetized yet for gifts. I think the rolling out is slow. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was at 10K. You're at 20K now, Portia. Interesting. Yeah, it popped up for me shortly after. Interesting that I hit the 10K mark. And I've gotten some monetization there, but not much, but I've gotten some. What is the purpose of any agency? So let me talk about agencies real quick. You guys are asking. I appreciate your friend. Let me talk about agencies because we did bring that up. We did 10K followers. Yeah. Yep. Look at you, leveled up to level 11. So definitely, if you're new to my room, make sure you put new in the chat. Make sure you guys are commenting, liking the screen, sharing out the live, where we have 62 shares. If you press my nose or press the middle of the screen down with your finger, you can send it out, what's called a power share, to a lot of your followers. So you can send the live out that way. You also can make sure you get in your daily heart me. So if you haven't gotten your daily heart me, make sure you do that as well. And so did we miss the flash goal? I'm sorry, I was talking and I think we did. So I did not repin it. That's the second time I've done that today. I asked them, they said they will still roll it out when I asked support. Okay, gotcha. They're still rolling it out. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, friends. So let me talk about agencies. So agencies, there's a couple different type of agencies, two in particular. One is the TikTok live host. These are live host agencies. These are agencies that are helping you. Some of them are kind of all inclusive. They help you with your live stream in particular, but they may help you with your negotiating TikTok shop or doing some other things to support you when it comes to. Thank you, Michelle. I didn't get a chance to give my commercial either. Thank you so much. Let me give my commercial first. So before you guys know, so you guys know really quickly. This is my quick commercial. I co-stream. So you guys see me here. I have both screens going on my tablet and on my phone. I talk about this because I co-stream on my YouTube, so that way I can get you all, if you guys have questions, if there's anything I'm saying here, it is recorded on my YouTube and it becomes part of my playlist. So you can go back and watch it. If I say something that you're like, oh, Dr. Lisa talked about this, let me follow her steps. Let me go ahead and get that information. So it's on my playlist. My moderator on YouTube is Yes Michelle Crochets. So she is my mod. So you can essentially connect with her. She is also my YouTube coach. She has supported me understanding YouTube and how to optimize my profile over there, as well as making sure that I understand how to properly create content so I can post over there. So YouTube is a long game. I tell you all the time, I want you guys to be strategic and think about it. Unlike TikTok, when we're talking about viral videos, we're talking about how to make sure you think about agencies and all the things. YouTube is different. It's really a search engine. And so people search over there for videos and looking at content and looking at different topics and stuff that they want to research and how-to videos and stuff. And so if you understand that, then you want to make sure that you're producing content that your viewers, your audience want to watch. And so she's helping me with that. So I tell you, I want you to think very strategically about building your page. If you're going live here, then get to a point where you need 50 subscribers on YouTube and co-stream. Okay, have both cameras, both streams happen at the same time. Create content that way. And so I want you to be intentional about doing that. So yes, Michelle Crochet, she is at the very end of one of the monetization metrics where you have to have 1,000 subscribers. She's so close. So definitely follow her, connect with her. If you go to my page, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, you can connect with her as well. She'll give you a discovery conversation if you're interested in terms of YouTube and give you some coaching support that way. So definitely connect with both of us. If you go to our page and subscribe, put a comment first, like, then subscribe last, because that's considered fake engagement if you don't do it in that order, because YouTube wants you to watch videos, so you just can't come over and just click subscribe. So you want to watch something, maybe a short or maybe a long form video, but watch something. Put in the comments on Yes Michelle Crochets, Dr. Lisa sent you. She'll subscribe to your channel and I will do the same for you as well. So you get 2 people for one, but I want to give my little commercial because I say that all the time, and hopefully one or two of you go over there and connect and help support the page and then help support your page. I'm almost at 40 over here. Oh, really? I'm almost at 40 over there. Okay, friend, you got enough people in your room that you need to coach. You need to announce it. You know what I'm saying? Just announce it a few times. Make that part of a strategy to maybe even make that part of your membership, where people are clicking a video to watch, and then that way they subscribe. So that's what I did. I had that part of my program where people were watching one of my videos and I talked about making sure we subscribe there. So that's how I got to 50 so quickly, because people were doing it that way. I never thought to announce that. Yeah. And then again, make it a part of a video they have to watch. A quick YouTube, you can make an unlisted video. You send it to them and say, hey, I need you all to watch this video. After you watch, subscribe, so I know you watched it. And then I'm going to subscribe to your channel as well. And then there you have it. You have those people who will then do that, and then you'll have your numbers. So yeah, that was a quick little gem for you. So what is your name? It's Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. And then Portia, yeah, what's your name, friend? Put it in the chat so people can connect with you there. Hope I repeat what I say. Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, and then Yes Michelle Crochets. And then Portia is here as well, so you can, Portia, put your name in the chat so people can see that if you're looking to get people to go. Because I know some of your people from your community came over here because I was in your room today. So agencies, I'm going to talk about agencies, friend. I appreciate you all coming in. Like I said, if you are new to my live, I typically share information about making sure you're optimizing your profile, making sure you got a blue engagement box, how you properly engage in a live. So I talk about that because I want you to be successful. And then, hello, how you doing? Mix Assorted Collections. How are you, friend? And appreciate you joining. Music enthusiast. Awesome, awesome. Come on in. So I usually share that. So let me talk about agencies. I'm going to circle back and I'm going to talk about engagement. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Stephanie. How are you, friend? Not falling on my tea. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, so I'm going to talk about agencies real quick and then I'm going to circle back in terms of engagement. I usually do the reverse, but I want to make sure you guys at least tapping and sharing out the live. And so we'll do that much. I'm doing well. Hope the same for you. It is. Appreciate your friend. Okay, agencies. There are two different types of agencies primarily. There is one for Creator Network Program. The Creator Network Program is part of how, if you're a live host in particular, those are agencies that are helping you with your live journey. They promote being able to give you support when it comes to monetizing in your live, give you training. They also talk about the relationship with TikTok. And so if your account is going to get banned, they can support as like a middle person, a mediator for making sure your account does not get banned or it gets recovered. So those are the things that they promote as part of their benefits. And so when you think about it, it's almost like insurance. So you're getting this training, you're getting this information. TikTok, I'm going to explain this for you because I want you guys to understand and kind of get a sense of what's really happening so that you understand about agencies. So TikTok encourages agencies because agencies teach and train you how to be a good live host. Well, if your room is really doing well, TikTok wants that because TikTok gets a percentage of your rewards, your diamonds. So you collect diamonds as a live host. Someone asked earlier, Reggie, I think it was you, if you're still in the room, you asked earlier about diamonds. So I'm going to touch on it a little bit here. Where do you look to find them? They find you. But you can search. Honestly, just search TikTok Shop Agencies Creator Network Program. You will get a whole search bar full of them. They're all over. So if you search, you'll see different agencies. I would then say, look in the comments, maybe go to their webpage, see if you could reach out to them, who else is with that agency. So because I'm in this space on this page, your algorithm feeds you people who are similar, feeds you what you're looking for. So Gravitas Q was popping up everywhere for me. Everyone was with Gravitas. Every live room I went to, they were with them. So that's all I saw. I will tell you, if you are looking for an agency, all of a sudden, it's almost like having a brand new car. And when you get that car, everybody else has that car. You see the car all the time. Same premise. So you'll see how now the agency you're with, every other person is with that agency. So that's going to happen because the algorithm is going to see that. You chose an agency or an agency chose you. Stop by to show love. Thank you, Sprinkle Goddess. Appreciate your friend. Do we need to pay the agency? That's what I'm about to get to, mix assortment. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get to that point in a second. Do you hire an agency? Okay. Let me go back a second. So let me explain the agency setup. So an agency, they typically will reach out to you because they will see you going live. They typically reach out to new live hosts as you're going live regularly so that they can then get you while you're still training so that they can promote their training. They can promote their resources to you because when you're new, you don't know what you don't know. Okay. And you're still trying to build. You're trying to build in your diamonds. You're trying to build in your growth strategy. You're trying to grow. Okay. So they can help you because, again, you're new. So they usually pick people who are new, who are going live. And so if you're going live regularly, they will see that, okay? If you start searching, and this is for you, Dr. Peg, or anybody else, if you start searching for agencies, then again, they are aware that you're searching, and then when you reach out, they'll reach out to you, they'll come to your live as well. So that's gonna be a big piece of it. Where do you go to cancel the one that you currently have? The Creator Network Program, on your live home screen, scroll down those boxes. There's one that says Creator Network. Click that one, scroll all the way to the bottom. It says quit, click the quit button. Then you have to give an explanation of quit. So when you do that, you with the agency, you they'll find you, and they typically will inbox you and ask, have you heard of the Creator Network program? I'm with XYZ agency. You froze. I miss where to quit. TikTok does not want me to be great again. Am I frozen again? I think because I'm talking about this. They're like, no, you won't talk about this. Let me know if I'm still freezing, but hopefully I did not. No, I'm not frozen free. Yeah, we'll see. The numbers will go up and down because TikTok has been messing with my numbers lately with my signal, but it's all good. I'm gonna keep on doing it, y'all. I'm gonna keep on going. um, Good now. Appreciate your friends. Thank you so much. So, recap real quick. Go to your live home screen, scroll down. In a box, there's a box that says Creator Network. Scroll to the bottom, it says quit. Put a comment in to say why you're quitting and hit submit. You have a 30-day out clause. Essentially, you have 30 days. If it's beyond your first 15 days, your first 15 days, you can quit without any issues. You can quit without any issues. And then, hold on one second. You can quit without any issues, so that shouldn't be a problem. So you can quit without any issues if it's within 15 days. Um, you said I'm freezing badly. TikTok, what in the world? Okay, let me know. Not for me. Okay. Let's see if I change my position a little bit, but okay. Thank you all. It's not freezing for me. Okay, me either. Okay. I don't know what Mariaxa may now you may have to go in and out. Sometimes that helps. Yes, I left out the room and came back not working. TikTok. Be nice. You are fine on my end. Okay. Appreciate you all. Yeah. Hello, friend. How you doing, Silver Fox? Appreciate your friend. So yes, so hopefully it gets better for you, Mariaxa. I'm sorry about that. You know what? I'm apologizing on TikTok's behalf. Okay, it's not me. It's TikTok. Do you have a person at Evolve you like? You know what? Somebody else said Evolve. It's on my list. Somebody said I have a mark by them that they are battle heavy. Somebody said that they really push battling. So I'm really not interested in that as a strategy, and that was Gravitas' main focus too. So let me finish. Not into that. Yes, yeah. So I'm not into it either, and so I think it's fine to do. Don't get me wrong, and I'll probably do it like once a month. I'll see in terms of a thing to do. I think it's a nice thing to add to breaking up your room and just having a little bit more fun and just it's a game. But at the same time, that's not something I'm doing it now. And for these agencies, so let me back up because I never got to my point, and TikTok is probably going to continue to freeze me because it's like, you don't want to talk about this. I don't want you to talk about this. But you want to do your research. Chosen One Agent Academy is good. Yes. And I heard that's a Christian based, a spiritual based agency, if I'm not mistaken. So depending on your niche and your topic, that could, yes, you definitely want to be aligned with the agency. So hey, Happy, how are you, friend? When it comes to, yes, Christian based. Yeah, that's what I thought. And so when it comes to selecting an agency, do your research. So in those first few days, I told you they pick new people on purpose because you don't know what you don't know. So do your research, go to the home screen. So if someone DMs you, and I posted about this, they slide into your DM, go ask them, do you have other people that I can check to see who is currently with your agency? I would love to come to their live, ask questions or message them. You can ask questions about the agency. You can ask. I also said, and this is my recommendation, they're going to tell you their benefits are that they'll help you if your account gets banned by TikTok. They'll help you if with training. They're going to help you monetize. They're going to promote your live and all this other stuff. I want you to be intentional about asking them, so what's in it for you if I come to your agency? What do you get? And they're going to say, here's what they're all going to say. TikTok pays us. TikTok pays you. But somehow you're benefiting from me being on with your agency. So how are you getting paid by TikTok? And a lot of them is because they are promoting battles. they're having you battle. So the money, more rewards you earn, the more you do, the more you grow, and they get a percentage. And so when it comes to the battle thing, TikTok takes a percentage, typically anywhere between 60 to 80% from your regular live. But when you do a battle, they take 70%, which is 30% for you. So that 70% is going to who? Part of that 70% is going to the agency. So just recognizing, like, understand what they're going to be doing in terms of their overall strategy to support you. And if you understand what they're doing, like a Gravitas Q, they're supporting you by helping you get battle coordination. That's what a lot of it was. The feedback from me, and here's where I think they probably should have thought differently in terms of their strategy. They need to have other ways that they're communicating to make sure your room, you're growing, your room is supported, how you're doing things. What else can you offer me? And so it has to be more than just, oh, well, here, why don't you do a couple more battles? That's not what I'm trying to do. So give me something else, friend. Do you have to have an agency? Do you have to have an agency? You do not have to have an agency. You do not have to. Now, I think the training is good because I think there's something to be said about making sure you understand how to navigate the app, how to be successful. Okay. So for that reason, you want to make sure you're getting the right training, whether it is investing in yourself and going into the live academy and just researching a lot of that information, going to different live host room. There's some things you're going to have to do. Now, the training that they offer was really good because it just helped you understand a little bit more about how people are engaging in your live. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. I appreciate your friend and making sure you're communicating effectively to your community and supporting them and stuff. And so just doing that alone was helpful. But again, once you kind of master that and understand the whole gamification here, how do you engage people and connect with people and build a strong community, then it's like, okay, what else do you offer? Okay. And so you want to be intentional about picking an agency that's going to give you what you need, either at that moment or ideally well beyond. So if you pick an agency, I tell people in those first 30 days of going live, because I always encourage you to go live consistently, go live 30 days, daily, ideally. As you're going live, then you can decide as those agencies are sliding into your room and seeing you and scoping you, and then they slide into your DM and send you a message. You can then do your research and decide if you want to go with them. And then if you do decide to go with them, you have a 15-day out period. You can then in turn decide if you got any red flags, if you feel like, you know what, I don't like how they do things. I don't like what I'm seeing. I had a couple little ick moments about this. Get out. Get out. You got 15 days to get out. Get out. And then, maybe there's a plan B or C that you want to go with. You can go with them and then decide if you want to stay with them or not. So that's what I would tell you. If you do go beyond 15 days, then you have to do the 30-day out period, 30-day notice. And then you have to wait an additional 2 months, an additional 60 days. So before you can go to another agency. So I have to wait 60 more days before, if I see another agency, that's where I'm running a list of them and I'm going to research. But if I see another agency I want to go with, then I will have to wait until the end of July, essentially early August, before I can go to another agency. I'm still trying to discern, to be honest with you. I was thinking about just doing my own agency. It's in the back of my head. I'm still trying to do the research and see if I want to make that type of investment and commitment, but it is a thought. So I heard someone talking about New Star USA today. Have you heard of them? What's their vibe? You know what? They're on my list. I haven't done any research, so I literally have a running list, y'all. This is my little post-it. New Stars on there, Nexus Guard, Perfect 10, Chosen One Academy, Evolve, Zen, Hotel USA, XYL Agency, KD, KS is also on there. You'd be amazing. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. I think it's worth thinking about. Like I said, I have to be intentional and strategic about what I want to do in this space, and recognizing that the agency support is a lot of support. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of support. And I want to make sure I go about it the right way. So that's the one thing I will say about that. I just want to make sure that I can, support fully. Any good agency recommendations? Not yet, Pad Thai. I'm still researching. Like I said, I have a running list. I appreciate that. But no, so what I'm hearing, I think I'm avoiding the ones that are really leaning towards the battling. I think battling is not a bad thing. I just don't like when they don't have anything else they offer. That's what I would say. If they can't give you anything beyond that as their scope of services. So when I had the banned accounts, I know how to now address that. That didn't come from the agency. Somebody, I think it was you, Nika, who said, "Oh, can you go to agency and ask about the community guidelines and the point system?" No, because again, they don't have that information either, and they're not offering it. So I think that's where I'm like, oh, if you could have did a training on that when the community guidelines just changed, do a quick training for that. They have no additional trainings that they offer. If you could do kind of a conversation surrounding subscriptions and what else people should know about that. No training. Banned accounts. You got people who are really growing and being successful. How do you get rid of your bad account? No training. So you can offer battling, just offer the other stuff too. So people have options. And it's like, oh, well, wait a minute. I know I can get this training. I know they have a video about this. I know they've talked about this. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure you're being strategic about, okay, if you're going to do all the other services, if you're going to offer support fully. Maybe help people understand some strategies surrounding trends and content creation and some other things that you want to make sure that people are doing. You said, right? How do you create your own agency? Food for thought. Yeah, that's kind of the research. I've been looking into it. There's a little form you fill out that I did do that, but I haven't heard anything. And I think it's because I'm already tied to an agency. So I don't know if there's anything that can be done from that perspective. Thank you so much. How do you find a list of agencies and resources? It's no comprehensive list. What I've said to do is like search TikTok Shop Creator Network Program, or I'm sorry, TikTok Creator Network Program agencies, Creator Network agencies, anything surrounding TikTok agencies, live host agencies. Search that in the search bar. Search that, and then you'll see a whole list of people promoting their different agencies. So that's what I would tell you to do. That may be I think there's hundreds out there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's hundreds. I mean, this app is huge. So I'm only probably talking about, just a minor few of them. So just recognize there's a lot out there. So people have options. People can create agencies pretty. I don't think it's easy, but it is something you can do. So that is the Creator Network agency. The other type of agency is agencies for TikTok Shop. So that's a different agency. So I was going to just touch on that really quickly. So that agency, I actually do belong to an agency on my other account. So I have a different account that was my faceless account. Remember, I tell the story all the time for those who are new in the room. I started off with a faceless page that I was like, I don't know if I want to be out here on TikTok like that. So I started off with that page, and that page allowed me to kind of get a sense of what's happening here and how to navigate things. And I learned a lot. And so when I decided to be face forward, I created this page. So I have that account and I just in the last couple of weeks, which is why my numbers are being impacted lately too. I'll talk about that in a second, but I created that and converted it as my TikTok Shop page. So that's what I have. How you doing, Annette? Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate your friend. So that page, I now private those videos, and I made those videos so you can't see. And now I rebranded that page to be my TikTok Shop page because I had access. I have it over here and I had it over there as well. So I was like, you know what? Let me just rebrand and make it that way. I have a question about subscriptions. I was told by TikTok. I literally now what? Gigi, just make a subscription, make a plan. Let me know. You're coming to my sub only live? Save that question there. So that way I don't have to go down subscriptions today. But save it for, are you able to come to 6:30 tonight? Let me know if you're able to come, and then and I'll talk more about it. How do you get more followers on your faceless page? How did you get so many followers on your Facebook? I was in these streets. TikTok is not being friendly today. No, it's not. It's not. It's not liking me. I'm probably glitching. Am I glitching still? TikTok is not being nice to me. So much glitching, missing all the good information. No way. Oh gosh. Yes, yeah, it's glitching now. TikTok, it does not want me to be great. Yeah, everybody's saying yes. I got an email saying it says action needed. Complete your TikTok shop application. Wasn't sure what to do. Oh, Queen. Okay. Um, Queen, you're a subscriber too. Can we talk about that at the sub meeting? Only because here's what I would say. I can talk about it there too. I can go deep dive. I was trying to not to talk about TTS as much on this account because it's been acting funny for me. I'm really trying to make. I'm considering. Not that I'm considering. I'm actually going to do it. Doing a couple lives on that other page where I can just talk about shop and just use that page to do the shop work. But yeah, I'm not sure why is TikTok not wanting me to be great. Here's what I did yesterday. This happened it happened this morning. It was really right in about an hour. It's funny. Is that a trend? It was right at the top of the hour where it was glitching so badly that I had to start over. And so remember the whole live will be a YT if you are missing anything from glitches. Yes, thank you so much. It is being recorded on the YT. Thank you so much for that. Sorry you're glitching. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, it's bad. So let me see. I got live access on my other account. Did you, Miss Darlene? Oh, wow. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to do it again. This time I'll talk about what happened this morning. I am going to come off and start it again. Let me know if I'm glitching because it seemed like the numbers are going up and down. I'm not sure what's happening. Let me know if I'm still glitching. If I'm still glitching, I'll start it over again because again, it happened like right at an hour in. Do you think it's because you're streaming from? I don't think so. It's not connected. It's two different. It's two different systems. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's it. So I think they just don't want me to be great, y'all. Doris, thank you for subscribing. I see your friend. Thank you. Says still glitching. You know what? I'm okay at starting it over again if you guys are. It's still glitching, friend. Yeah. Okay, let me start it over. Yes, it's glitching bad. Internet's acting up everywhere. Is it really? I'm going to go ahead and start it over. So I'll end the live. I'm going to come right back. I'm still recording on the YT so you guys can hear what I said from earlier. I'll start it. I'll probably stay another hour only because I have to do the 6:30. So I definitely need to get off at some point. All right, so I'm going to start it over. I'll be right back. I don't know why TikTok is acting up, people. I don't know. So if you are here and if you have not liked the live, please like the live. Comment. I see comments. I see you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all with all the support. We're going to go right back into the live. I'm just going to cut it on. Okay, friends, I am back. We will get it started. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you are able to join. How you doing, Pip? How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Thank you, Nika. Appreciate your friend coming back. So we'll see. Luna, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Hello. Stina, how are you? I don't know if I saw you earlier, Stina. Kim, how are you too as well, Stina? How are you, friend? You said, I'm back. How you doing, friend? Yes, so we'll see what happens. TikTok has been giving me the fritz lately. So I am blessed. Appreciate your friend. Yeah, it's been acting up on me. I don't know why. I said earlier, maybe it is I'm shadow banned, but I know I've been again doing a lot of, confusion with my algorithm. So maybe it's like, okay, what you trying to do? I'm gonna get an internet extender. So hopefully I'm gonna check with my husband when I get off the live and see when is it coming. But I'll get that and that'll help too. Hello, how you doing, Nika? Thank you so much for the title gift of the finger hearts. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Oh, loud. Thank you all for being here. So, Coach Miss Jessie, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Corinne Realtor, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. You know what? Your photo is you in your car, so I just see you and I feel like you are driving as you're listening to me right now. That may not be what you're doing, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, she's driving in the car listening to me. So come on in, friends. So yes, I had to restart. So I was sharing some information. I was talking about agencies. I was about to talk about the TTS agency. So I don't have to say it out loud, but the TTS agency. And then I had some of my new people come in the room too. So I had done, Portia was here earlier. I had done her work from home, WFH, job coach. She was talking about that. And I had her, I had came to her live. So there was some new people in the room that was just getting some exposure to my live. So they were just learning and hearing some of the stuff I talk about. And as you guys can tell, the live has been acting kind of interesting lately. So we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about what you can and can't do. What are some of the things you want to be mindful of? Somebody asked earlier about accounts and how many accounts and all the things that go with that. I'll start there just to kind of pick up where I left off because you want to be intentional about having accounts. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. I'm here on YouTube. Oh, this is how it looks on the tube. Yes, this is the tube. This is the tube. Slightly different. You're on my phone. You're actually down. I need to figure out my orientation for the live. So I have it here and then I have it, my tablet is up here. The tablet I don't like because even the button, I'm sorry, the camera is off to the side. So I always feel like I'm looking away. They asked about your Faceless account too. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let me start there. Faceless account. Faceless account. Oh, Nika asked about how did I get all the followers? So really what I did for a lot of the faceless account was because I was faceless and because my page was all about affirmations, motivation. It was a broad enough niche that can go with anybody who was just looking for something to shift their mindset in positive messaging. So that's kind of the way I looked at it. And so when I would go to different engage in different contents, I would do a lot of engaging in content. So that was one of the things I did. I was liking and commenting and stuff. I was also going to different live rooms. I was learning a lot. So that's where I learned a lot of information. I'm also an affiliate for UBC. I say this all the time. UBC was my first introduction. And I think because I was faceless, I was looking for to understand digital marketing and looking for the right course to teach me. I landed with UBC. So I was learning from a lot of different lives about the different courses that they offered. So I got a sense for how people were marketing their products, talking about different things, as well as some of the rooms that were just engagement, well, grow rooms, that's what we called them then. But some of those engagement rooms, I was learning about how to engage, what to do, how to like the live, share the live, how to gift, all the things. And I came across some people who were rude and did it incorrectly and did not support people in terms of their learning and growth. And then I came across some lives that were helpful. So I was taking a lot of information in, and then I would go and people who would share something and they didn't explain it fully, I would go to the YouTube and find out all the details and stuff. So a lot of that was part of my strategy. And when I was faceless, I didn't feel seen because I was faceless. So I think I felt like kind of under the radar with me just learning and taking it all in and not feeling like I was so exposed. So that was part of it. When I was ready to present myself to the TikTok streets, I created the new account. And so that's kind of how I grew because I was very heavily in. I was posting a lot too. I was posting I think twice to three times a day because again, I wasn't going live. So I was like, oh, let me post something. Oh, I came across this. Let me post that. So I was doing a lot of that. And so that was helping me understand how to grow a little bit. I didn't go viral over there, but it was still kind of getting me used to posting content because I'm still kind of a novice in that way. What are some tips you would give to some to get more followers? Really want to get to 1K is slow. You know what, Nika? Let's see. picking the right room where there's a lot of engagement happening in that room. Picking the right room. And so then when it's time to engage, and I talked about this recently. I didn't realize that. Okay. When I talked about this lately in the sense that I think some of you guys have created your second accounts, especially for your TTS page. So you created that. So I was talking about, okay, if you want to grow, especially with TTS, maybe you're not as particular about your niche as much as you would be for your primary account. And so with being particular, you want to pay attention to people's bio, make sure their profile's optimized. But if you go to those pages, you can to those engagement rooms, you can also, be intentional about who you're connecting with, making sure you're connecting with people who ideally will follow you back. Strategy would be, hello, thank you so much, friends. So as you are engaging in a room, you're always commenting. So you see how Miss Darlene and Queens and Kelly, let's see, Queens girl, I'm gonna ping you, friend. You essentially said, hey, with a hand heart. You said that to Miss Darlene. So here's what I would tell you. Hello, Miss Darlene. I went in engagement lives and started sending follows to everyone. Yeah, that's part of it. I had to learn the right people to connect with. Big mistake. Yes, you got to connect with the right people. And so a lot of it is based on how you're engaging. So Kelly, we are here. Hello, friend. So a lot of it is based on how you're engaging. So you see how I pinned this. So you want to say, you can click the person's photo, you see their mini profile, you can follow them, you can @ symbol, and then say, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you, connecting, or not, don't use the word connect. Good to meet you, new bestie. Other little comments that are more authentic than just the scoop and follow and connected. Gotcha. Those are things that the connotation is that there's a follow for follow, and TikTok doesn't like that. That's considered fake engagement. So you want to be intentional about what you're saying and not making it sound like you're just following to scoop somebody up. So try that. The other thing is when you are sending a GIF, I shared this tip before. People who are up high, you'll hear the people talk about it. These are people who are active engagers. These are people who are trying to support the live room. They're sharing the live. Thank you, Rhonda. They are gifting. So when people gift and I tell people to make sure you're tapping slower so that you hang up high longer. And so those people who are engaging that way, they stay visible longer. And if you're willing to spend, roses are a coin. So if you're willing to spend, 50 to 100 roses, that's not a lot in the scheme of things. But if you're willing to spend that, just tap real slow so that you hang longer. And so people, when the room is rooming, they see you. And people are typically tapping those people because they were being taught to tap those people who are hanging longer. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense, Nika, because obviously that's actually a really good strategy. Tap slow on hearts. Yep, tap it real slow on the roses, hearts, whatever you're doing. As you're sending your gift, you can tap. It does. Yep. Yeah. So you want to make sure you're doing that and you stay visible longer. And people see you and they're like, oh, wow, she's still there. Are you still hanging? So it really is a strategy. Hello, Maria, Lisa Marie. Thank you so much, friend. I tap that way also. I noticed that. Yes, yeah. A lot of people just tap it really fast and they're gone. But no, you tap slow and steady, especially in those type of rooms. I tap slow, sending gifts, not just tapping the screen for hearts. No, this is for gifts. This is when you're sending a gift. Thank you, friend. Yeah. So you'll notice a shift in how, if you're in one of those rooms, and you'll notice a shift in how people are engaging back with you. Yeah. So Sister Red, this is where you need coins in your account. So this is part of now you're thinking very intentionally about your engagement, and your engagement now says you're visible. You're going to stay up there. Title gifting gives you visibility too, because you stay up there a little longer too. And if you're tapping slowly, it says title gifter, and people are like, oh, let me see who this person is. Haven't heard that you should tap the slow before. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, I getting gifts. Okay, you getting gifts today. Awesome. Yes. Okay. So, sharing the live, tapping the screen, all that stuff. I mean, that's helpful. People see that too. But the connecting in the chat, but then, like I said, that slow and steady gift giving is going to help you. It takes a minute to catch on because you'll see it where you want to actually tap faster, but you tap. It's almost like a little small pace that you do it. Yeah. Thank you so much. How you doing, Gina P? Appreciate you all. I'm gonna stay on probably. Oh, sorry, a little bit longer. I don't know if I invited you by accident. I did send an invite by accident. It was an accident. Don't respond. So let's make sure. Let me know. So I was going to talk about TTS real quick. TTS is the other agency. The agency that I belong to is Live Legion. I think they're really, really good. She's very helpful, very informative. She sends a lot of information through the Discord for the group. I think it's really good. I was going to talk about, hello, Miss Darlene. I was going to talk about agencies in the sense that if you belong to an agency, the one things that agencies say is that you don't have to pay for them. Somebody asked that question earlier. Do you have to pay it for an agency? You do not. What they message is that you do not pay for them. Here's the reality. Somebody's paying for them. And oftentimes it's you because TikTok takes your diamonds, take that percentage pretty early on. And because of that, you don't see, all that you've collected to a certain extent. You don't know. So they take their percentage out, they take out what they're going to give to the agency. That agreement is done behind the scenes. And so there's not a true transparency there. I want to bring that to light. There's not a transparency there. So recognize that at some point you are somehow subsidizing the cost to have an agency. Okay. So just know that to be true. Agencies that are transparent about it, I think is always a good thing, just so you know the transparency. But Live Legion says that it's an 80-20 between your commissions and they get 20%. I think that's okay because I think she's adding value and she's giving a lot of training information and supporting you with your growth strategy for TTS. But just recognize that's happening, that split. There's a percentage that agencies are getting, and they've kind of communicated that with TikTok, and TikTok is okay with that. But TikTok is getting that money from you before you even receive it. So I just want you to understand that is happening behind closed doors. And so transparency is important. I'm back almost at my goal. There you go. Lisa, I got live access on my other account. That's right. So congratulations, friend. I didn't get a chance to see how many followers you have. How many followers? You got it early, I'm assuming. How does TikTok know we are tied to an agency? You actually have to put it in. You're putting it in the system for Creator Network. You're putting 100. Good job. Awesome. You're putting it in the system that they give you a code. The agency will give you a code to put in with the agency. And then Live Legion is similar. It will the agency for the TTS will have it's a place on the page where you click that you're with an agency. And so they'll have their information listed there. So yeah, there's something you do behind the scenes. Well, it's something they do behind the scenes, and they give you a code or they update their information into your system. So thank you all who are engaging. I'm doing my sub only live today at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead and tap the screen. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all being in the room. Miss Bucket List, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. This is my go live with ease and confidence. I don't want you to be nervous or shy. Let me know if I need to have that conversation with anybody. I know I ended and restarted, so we may not have all the same people in the room. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you for the Daily Heart. Me too. I see you, friend. So let me know if you have any questions on how to go live. If you have any go live questions, I'm happy to answer that. And then I'll probably get off a little early. Like I said, I'm coming back at 6:30 for anybody who's a subscriber, and we'll talk about going live there. We'll talk about the monetized. And it's a Ask Me Anything. So if you want to ask questions there too, there's a couple topics that came up from the other live that I'll wait and talk about in the live, just so that I have the captive audience there, and I don't want to spend too much time here with talking about that stuff. So I'm happy to share. Let me know if there's any questions, though. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate my people on the tube as well. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate you, Isaac. Appreciate you coming over. And appreciate you all getting in the room and connecting. Thank you. Appreciate you, Sister Red. Good luck with your search and everything that's happening too. Hello, Zebra. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. All right, friends. If you don't mind, then maybe I think I probably will try to head out a little earlier just because I got to come back for the 6:30. So I'll probably cut out a little early. I'll get me something to eat and drink, drink some water. And then I'll come back and do the live at 6:30. And I'll probably stay on an hour. So if you have any questions, what happens with the sub only live, it becomes, okay, see you then, Queen. Appreciate you, friend. What happens is that you guys will get a notification that I'm live. But I did send something out to the group. All right, friends, I'm going to chat with y'all later. Thank you so much. All right, friends, thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. And if you have questions, feel free to come back. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, I did a quicker one only because my live was buffering on the TikTok side. So, but I'm happy to answer questions here as well. All right, friends, take care. Bye-bye.